welcome. I don't know whether I've seen Vijay Lakshmi. Samatma, Sip Girish Ananda, Sip Siva, Sip Lakshmi, Sip Sukeshni, Sip Bliss, Sip Gigi, Sip Sanjay, Sip Parvati, Amma, Sip Prakash, Sip Tina, Sip Dinesh, Sip Temple Gale, Sip Laveen, Sip Ansul, Sip Harshal, Sip Meenakshi, Sip Rajendra, Sip Sadanand, Sip Rekha, Sip Krishan, Sip Aim, Sip Lohit, Sip Saroja, Sip Kamal Kishorji, Sip Ahem, Sip Sabu Krishna, Sip Ashish, Sip Jyoti, Sip Chidanand, Sip Gopal, Sip Anupa, Sip Shire, Sip Surjit, Sip Jasmine, Sip, I think the rest of you I can't see, but welcome to the call. I welcome you to the call, and we have a world famous topic for discussion. In one word, it's called stress. Stress. Why do we have stress? What is the cause of stress? Who causes stress? How to overcome stress? Is stress good? How to deal with stress? You can ask me any question. I hope to answer. If you have any question on stress, is stress a reality or is stress an illusion? We have Shayad. And remember that 8:55 is the last question answered. Then we wind up. I will conclude before 9 o'clock. And we have Shayad and then Will with the three goats. Yes, Shayad.
Prabhu, Shivam. Usually stress, when they write, STRESS. So I say that between success and spirituality, you should take rest. The last two S, agar aap dekhte ho, to first S is for success. The last is your journey towards spirituality. It will only come when you take rest, REST. And that REST, I give some acronym to it. So actually stress is something which is not there, You cannot see it. You can only experience it.
Yes, but it kills so many people. It even becomes a cause of suicide.
Yeah, because we allow it. Same like we allow the mind. We are not in consciousness. In the same way, we also, because when the external pressure is more, the internal pressure breaks in. When the internal pressure is high, no external thing can bother us.
Very good. So STRESS. So if you remove, so you're saying reverse. Rest reverse mein bol rahe hain.
No, see, everything we do for success, that is the first S. In the end, we have to reach spirituality, the last S. Between that, the alphabets which are there.
TRES. So
TRES
आपने TRES को REST बना दिया. Okay. STRESS. My dear friends, our Shayad is very much a Shayad, so he will always give Shayari. And today he started off icebreaker. Good icebreaker, Shayad. Thank you. Will, what is your question on stress?
Shivohang Sip, I have two things to say. Firstly, I'd like to welcome Venerable Upatissa to the call. He's my friend. He wants to talk to you about the mind, about the three goats, actually. So if you could say hello to him at some point.
Yeah, his name, please.
Upatissa.
So definitely, this is Will is our esteemed member, and Upatissa, can we please unmute Upatissa so that he can speak? Is it he's the name on the, what is the name on the Zoom?
Upatissa, he should be on the call. Maybe he's gone, but he was there. I saw he was there earlier on. Is
it showing as a monk? Is he a monk?
It's SADHU, Sadhu.
Okay, please, Sadhu from Sri Lanka. Yes, please unmute Sadhu from Sri Lanka, please.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
Hi, AiR. This is my first time here.
Good evening.
Will shared that three goats picture in another meeting, a meditation meeting, which we all attended recently. An hour ago, actually. And we all got a big chuckle out of it. And he said that you said that mind doesn't exist. And that was very confusing to me because, mind consists of memories and thoughts and plans and emotions and past life memories of which do exist. Now, if there's no mind, there's got to be some kind of a let's say, a medium that it would be conveying such a thing. And, of course, in Buddhism, we would say self doesn't exist, Atman doesn't exist, but certainly there is some mind or memories, because after all, if there were no memories, how can people have past life experiences? Also, if there's no such thing as memories, that is to say, mind, what's the point of having a hellish realm after death? I mean, you can't remember what you did, so it would be an innocent being, so to speak, being punished for sins, so to speak. So I don't know. I just wanted, I'm just asking, can you please clarify what you mean by mind? Because
Yeah,
it
sure.
just goes against
Okay.
everything I've ever
Thank
heard
you.
about.
I can refer to you as Sadhu. Is it okay?
Yes, please do.
Okay. So Sadhu, welcome to the call. So what we have discovered is that the mind appears to exist. That's why we say, I am worried, I am stressed, I am happy. This is the emotional feeling of the mind that appears to exist. But if I ask you, if I show you a cricket ball and I ask you the shape, what will you tell me? What is the shape? It's round. And
Yes.
you can see the color of the ball.
Sure.
And so we can see the shape of the brain and the color of the brain in an X-ray or MRI. We can see the shape of a heart, the kidney, the lungs. But if I ask you, and let's have a very open discussion, Sadhuji, let's be open to understand what we are trying to say. If I ask you, have you ever seen the mind? Have you ever seen the mind? Unmute, please. Unmute, Sadhuji. You have become muted, so you'll have to unmute, please. Yes.
Okay, question, have I ever seen the mind? Have I ever experienced the mind? Is that what you mean? Because
No. We all experience the mind. I have experienced, and have you seen the mind physically?
have you seen your mind with your eyes?
No, yeah. Have you seen?
Yeah, exactly.
Never.
Exactly.
We have never
We
seen
cannot
the mind.
we cannot see consciousness, but I think that we are conscious.
Correct. But what happens when you still the mind in meditation and you reach that state of consciousness? Then is the mind still appear or the mind becomes still? The mind disappears for the moment.
Okay.
So
I'll go along with them.
therefore, what we believe is the mind appears to exist as a bundle of thoughts. It's, for example, a thought is a rose, but the mind is a bouquet of flowers. It is a bunch of thoughts that creates so much stress and worry and fear and anxiety, regret, shame, guilt. This is the cause of what we call the mind, which appears. So in Advaita Vedanta, the Upanishads, they say the mind is something that is caused by the Karana Sharir, by the causal body. The mind is a subtle body. It is not a gross existence like the head, the nose, the ears. The mind is a subtle existence, like they call 4 aspects: mind, intellect, memory, and ego. Man, buddhi, chit, ahankar. These are 4 aspects of the subtle body. And this is caused by the Karan Sharir, or the causal body. I don't know whether I'm making sense to you or not, but the mind appears to exist. And that is why we appear to carry our karma and we are reborn. And the whole concept of nirvana or moksha is liberation from rebirth, where we discover there is no mind. We are only consciousness. We are pure consciousness. That is our understanding and learning and awakening.
Okay, so you've defined mind for me, because
M,
I agree with you about there is only
M-I-N-D,
consciousness.
Sadhu, M-I-N-D, we call it misery, ignorance, negativity, and desire. The mind is M-I-N, that's the acronym.
Thank you.
So are we okay? Anything more you'd like to ask me?
Nope.
Thank you so much for joining the call. It's an honor to have you. Thank you, Will. And Will, you would like to say something? Unmute Will, otherwise we'll move on to
I'd like to answer this question. The word stress in Pali, they use the word dukkha, and it plugs straight into what the Buddha called the Four Noble Truths. And the cause of dukkha is what the Buddha called, either he had 3 words: tanha, upadana, which is like grasping, craving. And I've always said that there's a difference between desire and craving. Desire is where you would like something, and craving is where you must have it, or you should have it, or you shouldn't have it. There's a difference between I don't want and it shouldn't be, or I shouldn't. That's the difference. And so the Four Noble Truths are a way of freeing yourself of this disease of the mind, which is craving and attachment.
Yeah, very true. What you say is absolutely correct. When the only reason we try to use English is because we all can relate to it. So we talk of, for example, we talk of fear, worry, stress, anxiety, and we try to explain each of these terms where, unfortunately, these Sanskrit terms and the Pali terms, everybody doesn't relate. So therefore, we are happier using the term stress. And we call what is stress. We say stress is a thought, just like I explained to Sadhu just now. The mind creates stress, means sad thoughts, toxic thoughts, repetitive thoughts, exhausting thoughts, sadistic thoughts, and suffocating thoughts. So we are very much, we want to get rid of these negative thoughts of the so-called mind.
Can I mean, what you're saying is true, but I have to stress that when you're using the word stress, it's a technical word, and strictly speaking, it's better to capitalize. It's not when you say stress, you mean it in a particular way, and therefore, in publications and so on, if you put a capital S, then everybody knows you mean in the technical what you define as stress, not according to how English defines stress, but it's your definition.
Yeah. But we know what it means. No, we all experience stress when the mind is, when even if we have one thought, only not two thoughts, only one thought that's drilling us and killing us, the same thought. Suppose the doctor declared I have cancer. Now that one thought, cancer, it creates stress.
Yes.
And so how to overcome stress, and that's what I try to explain to your friend Sadhu, of how we have to, that's the whole idea of this call, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Vijay Lakshmi. Have you unmuted Vijay Lakshmi? Yes, Vijay Lakshmi, unmute.
Yeah, Namaskar.
Namaskar.
I have been seeing your, all the talks over YouTube, Instagram, and also over Zoom sometimes. So stress is a delusion created by the mind.
Correct.
And when we are so much occupied by your own identity, then stress comes into picture.
Right.
When we don't realize that we are not the mind, there's no mind actually, then we feel stressed, and that is where we are ignorant. And when we realize this truth, it becomes, we start to experiencing the eternal bliss.
Good. So, but remember this, when that I-ness comes, that I-ness is the ego, correct? So stress, suppose you have stress, but sometimes you practice meditation, you just try to be in the state of stillness. Immediately the stress comes down because the mind, slowly the mind becomes still and you find peace. Otherwise, stress can kill us. Sometimes it's even a fault. Suppose you get a fault, somebody gets a notice from the police or from a lawyer. It may be not even your name on it. It's not even your name, but for a moment when it reaches your hand, you get stressed. You get a toxic thought. You get a worrisome thought. So that is stress. Good. Nice to have you ask your questions. I don't see you often with video, but thank you for joining. Gopal, Santoshi, Anand, and Siva.
I moved on to you, Chief Sir. Namaste,
Sir.
Sir, my understanding is that the real cause of stress is non-acceptance of the facts.
Good.
Actually, generally what happens, fact is can be said by 2 plus 2 equal to 4. But we sometimes expect that 2 plus 2 becomes 6 or 7. So we are the byproduct of our karmas and our choice of this life, whatever we're doing. So we should accept the fact and remain, try to understand what is happening to us, and there shouldn't be comparison. So my question is, sir, my question is, apart from the heredity or some heredity factors, even ulcers and cancers, one of the causes is acute stress, doctors say. So my question is, sir, for public domain, what is your prescription to prevent it before it becomes acute problem.
So we have to eliminate stress before stress eliminates us. If you don't eliminate stress, then stress will eliminate you. And what is stress? Gopal, we call this stress, we have given the name STRESS. What have we defined it? Sad thoughts. So don't have sad thought, have happy thoughts.
Yeah.
T, toxic thoughts. Suppose today you are with a toxic person. I always say we must not have a toxic person with us. We must have a nourishing person. There are two types of people that come to my life. When a person enters, I immediately know the person is toxic or a person is nourishing. The nourishing person will inspire you. The toxic person will depress you. So a thought is toxic or a thought is nourishing. STR, repetitive thoughts, repetitive. So there's a thought that's coming, keeps on repeating. That causes worry. Suppose, if you watch a TV program, they show one person dying in an accident, but they will show you from 20 angles. And sometimes if you watch, you'll say, is it one person dead or 20 people have died? Only one person dead. But they'll show close up, they will show drone view, they will show CCTV camera, they will show. So don't do that. STRE, exhausting thoughts. We should not have thoughts which are exhausting. They exhaust us, they tire us. Then sadistic thoughts. Don't have sadistic thoughts. Have humble thoughts, pure thoughts. And then suffocating thoughts. So we have created as an acronym, STRESS. Sad, toxic, repetitive, exhausting, sadistic, and suffocating. This is what can make up stress. Any of this, Gopal. Not only one item. What you're saying, but 2 + 2, that's one thought. It can kill you. But sometimes just the presence of somebody. Sometimes you don't need any thought. Just to see somebody. They don't say something. You see somebody, you can get a heart attack. I know people I know one person who's not on the call, who used to come on the call before. That person used to tell me that if that person is not on the call, if I see some people, I get stressed. I only see the people. I don't do anything. I don't hear anything. I said, what happened? Nothing. I see somebody, I get stressed. We all experience it.
Plus, sir, in the newspaper also we come to know that even celebrities who are very successful in life, like in Bangalore, some cricketer, in the old age, they found loneliness and they did suicide, and even they are very successful. What is the phenomena this is?
Because why is that loneliness coming? That loneliness is coming because of avidya, the duality. When you are connected with the whole world as one, then there's no duality. The people who are committing suicide and they are depressed because of the highest level of aggression of the mind. Gopal, interesting. I think 2 days back, my team made me record a video on the World Mental Health Day. And I think it happens to be our status today. So what is World Mental Health Day? What is the problem of mental health? Anand, mental health is what, Anand, for the nose or the ear or the chin or the eyes? What is mental health? It is to do with the mind. Anand is pointing out here, not the brain, the mind. So mental health, will also to note this because your friend may ask you sometime the next time you're with them in the call. Mental health is to do with the health of the mind. But if you eliminate the mind, then why do you need mental health? You just plug out the mind. There's no mind. Then there's no problem with the mental health. The problem with the mental health is you accept the mind. Why are you accepting the mind? Our friend Sadhu from Sri Lanka, I know Will did not introduce who the gentleman was, but he was a guest to our call. So he asked about the mind because when we tell people there's no mind, what are you talking? And then Will showed him the 3 goats, 1, 2, and 4. So, it's very important for us to, he said, Will introduce as Upatisa Nayake Thiro. So this is our dearest, the honorable monk who joined us in the screenshot in Nirvana. So thank you, Gopal. We are moving we're moving on to Santoshi and Anand.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
If you have a question, I'm happy to answer on stress, or if you have a comment.
Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam, bolo, bala.
Stress is an illusions. Actually, it is. We think that it is real, but it is not real, Guruji. So
It is real. It is real.
no, Guruji, it only troubles us. One thought only.
Suno. Don't just get away from it saying stress is an illusion. Stress is not an illusion. I'm asking you a question.
Yeah.
When you are stressed out,
Yeah.
what happens to your body?
Actually, you cannot think beyond that, Guruji.
नहीं, एक मिनट सुनो. Body का क्या हाल है? Please give me one answer. What are the common symptom of stress?
Actually, fear is there, worry
फिर
is
क्या
there.
body को क्या होता है?
Actually, you have body is not ready to accept, Guruji.
Body को क्या होता है? What happens to body?
For myself, it has what we say. My heartbeats start.
Wait. Now wait. Why does the doctor say, don't, तुम्हारा BP मत बढ़ाओ? Somebody comes and tells me, relax. I have somebody who always comes and tells, relax. Don't increase your BP.
Yeah.
How does BP go up? With stress. If stress is illusion, then BP will not go up. A common symptom of stress is sweating of the body. Do you sweat or you don't sweat?
Yeah, my hand starts shivering.
Your shivering is a common symptom. You become cold. Your hands become cold. How can you say stress is an illusion?
Actually, that is the fear of future, Guruji.
No.
Yeah, it is
Stress is a real problem in this world caused by a false entity of the mind.
False entity of the mind. I cannot what we sentenced it, but false entity appearing to be
mind, जो mind stress create करता है, वो अभी मैंने साधु को बोला, देखा है साधु जी एक आए कॉल पे,
देखा ना गुरुजी,
तो मैं उनको बोला कि स्ट्रेस का who causes the stress? MIND, misery, ignorance, negativity and desire. इसके mind को monkey को monk बनाओ, make the monkey into a monk. See, let me tell you, what we speak on this call is a very big blessing.
Yeah, Guruji.
Not everybody in the world can understand. तुम समझते हो पूरी दुनिया समझ सकती है? नहीं समझ सकती. But we have to overcome stress.
Yeah.
Flip over from mind to consciousness. Stress will disappear.
But you need proper guidance under the Guruji. That is, then only it is possible, Guruji. अभी stress पहले भी आता था, अभी भी आता है, 2 दिन में चला जाता है.
Proper guidance is there. If proper following is not there, then how you will have?
Yeah, you need proper guidance. Then only you can overcome, Guruji. And
okay,
continuous staying with one thought. It really, what we say, loss of memory. 24 hours you are wasting. You don't think about future. Future का तो जाने दो. Present में क्या करता है वो भी समझता नहीं है, Guruji.
Santoshi. That was, thank you. Santoshi Anandvi. We have Anand, Siva, Krishan and Sabu Krishna.
Shivam, Guruji.
Yes, Shivam.
I think most of the things have been covered. So stress is more comes when we are in the mind state. So I think if you are in the consciousness state, like a meditative state, I think we won't experience it. The other thing Gopalji also mentioned, that when we are more in the acceptance mode, there won't be stress. But if you are in the expectation mode, I think stress comes. And the other thing is, if you are in the present moment, also stress won't come. But most of the time in the mind state, we are either in the past or the future. So that also contributes to stress. And the most interesting word I find is there's a lot of literature and sessions on stress management, as if it is a very important asset that needs to be managed.
Because the world is talking of stress management because they don't talk of stress elimination.
Correct. Like how you said, mental health, right? So if the mind itself is not there, as if you have to done. So like that, I find that word stress management also a little bit funny.
So we should ask Shai, he's into this. But what are the tricks of stress management, Anand? You know the tricks of stress management?
So I think if you are in the awareness, consciousness, then I think stress won't bother you.
Yeah, but I think there are quite amusing solutions to stress management. All the people in this world create their own solution, but that will not eliminate stress. What is the first way to understand? What is the first way to manage stress, Anand?
No, for me or for the world?
For you.
No,
what you should teach the world. What is the first way to manage stress?
To be in consciousness, just be aware that is just the thoughts.
That comes later. The first step to manage stress is to understand what is stress. The second step to manage stress is to understand what is the cause of stress. The third step to manage stress is to eliminate the cause. Then what happens to stress? Just think about it. What is stress? What is stress? What is the cause of stress? How to
And eliminate.
eliminate the cause of stress? You can
Beautiful.
write a book on this. How to stress management. We can write a book on this. It will be a hot seller. What is stress? What is the cause of stress? How to eliminate the cause of stress? Khatam ho gaya. You can get PhD in stress. You can become a PhD in stress. If only you you thought just Will brought a guest. So, but many people are intrigued. And what we are talking is not something which is up our sleeve. It is from ancient scripture. It is from the essence of Upanishad. Unfortunately, when I was speaking to one latest podcast, I know you all have seen, I should not give names. In one podcast, they talk about how there are so many 100 types of narka and so many types of swarga. And recently, I've been talking a lot on this. I get very amused by this Pitra Lok, Pitra Paksh, and how people are doing. People are thinking that after Anand goes, Anand will meet his grandfather and then his great grandfather. Then he will ask his grandfather, Daduji, then this is all fiction of man's imagination. So we have to wake up. Anything else, Anand?
Thanks.
Thank you for giving a new twist to the discussion. Siva, Krishan, Sabu, Krishna, Lavin.
Guruji, everything is discussed now. But I feel these days, whoever you ask, you are saying, I'm stressed out. A student, whether it is a professional, even housewives also to say.
I think people find it fashionable. People find it fashionable to say, I am stressed.
Yes. When you go to the doctor, he says you are stressed out. That is why this disease. I don't understand what is this. Is it
A lot of doctors ask me also, are you stressed? I laugh at the doctor. As a doctor, I am a stressed doctor. I go to doctor, they ask me, are you having any stress or anxiety? I tell them I am a doctor of stress. And you are asking me I have stress or anxiety. But there's a common question. First, they will ask you that.
even a 6-year-old child, because of asthma, when we took him to that doctor, says the child is stressed out. What 6-year-old knows about stress? I don't understand this.
No, one 6-year-old child, just today I met a story of one 6-year-old child who has downloaded one program called Ghost something. I don't know what this program called, Ghost. And that child at 6-year-old, I was only studying the case today because the parents want to take to a psychiatrist and psychologist. They came to me. This 6-year-old child stood in one position like a ghost for 2 hours when there was a celebration in the whole house. For 2 hours, the child stood like a ghost. But the child has downloaded some program called Ghost something. So today's world is very dangerous in that sense. Today, I'm reading that so many kilos of drugs and have been caught by police, and how much drugs and how many thousands of crores worth of drugs, because the world is a world of illusion and ignorance. So the world wants to sell drugs, the world wants to sell ghosts, the world wants to sell war. And this is causing stress.
Yes,
But
yes.
we who are in this call, I think one of the retreats we will have on the concept of stress. I didn't realize it is such a hot topic. Today only I'm talking to you all, I understand. Stress can be a very, very hot topic of discussion. We can discuss it for hours because and now Anand told me about something new, stress management. I never thought about it. Where is the question of managing stress when there is no stress? You need to only manage stress when you have stress now. When I don't have stress, then what is the need to manage stress? But many people need stress management.
Yes.
And I will do a reel. Please record a reel on this. I will immediately record a few reels. Thank you, Siva. Anything else? Otherwise, Krishan.
It's mainly the toxic thought of the mind, whether it is sad or suffocating. It's only the bad thoughts that create stress.
It's mind. It's what you're saying. It's mind.
It's mind. If you can
Mind.
eliminate the stress, anxiety, and this thing, we can overcome the stress. But that I have to do it. Nobody can do it for me.
How can you eliminate the mind and eliminate stress?
If I'm in consciousness and think about that, what is the cause of the stress?
My dear, remember the Pune retreat and answer the question. How do you eliminate the mind?
There is no mind. No
See,
mind.
now you went back to Pune retreat mode.
Yes,
When I told go back to Pune retreat, when I
okay,
told go,
for the person who has attended the spiritual retreat, they can say, but otherwise the normal person.
yeah, the normal person will suffer.
Yeah.
Normal people are sure to suffer. Okay, Krishan and Krishna.
Shivam Guruji, according
Sir.
to me, it's a gap between expectation and reality. Whenever I expected anything and the result come not according to expectations, then it creates stress. And the main cause is always mind, because mind give us the expectations that this will happen in this way, and we if we do not get the result according to the expectations, the reality becomes different from the expectation. It's became stress.
That's why we say the mind is a monkey. हम क्यों बोलते हैं monkey mind? Monkey mind को monk बनाओ. Monkey mind को monk कैसे बनाएंगे? MONK. वो EY कट करो. आपने क्या बोला? Ever yelling, ever yearning. ये चाहिए, वो चाहिए. जो मेरा वो मेरा, जो तेरा वो भी मेरा. Why are we having war in the world? Why are we creating so much stress? Because we want more. What did the Buddha say? अब एक बुद्धिस्ट monk थे और chat पे, पता नहीं आपने सुना कि नहीं सुना.
Yes.
तो उनका बुद्धा का यही एक ही थियरी है, इच्छा कम करो, reduce desires, cut the desire from your life. If you cut the desire, automatically stress will disappear.
Do not have any expectations. Be in reality, be in present moment, be in consciousness.
Be with contentment and fulfillment. Don't run after achievement. Be in peace. Don't run after pleasure. हम सब बोलते हैं चार्ट में, अभी इसको implement करना है बस. Implement. Krishna. Thank you, Krishan. Krishna and Laveen.
It's a Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Sir, as you said, stress is a very hot topic, because I also have many times facing students and people who are terribly stressed, and they say you never work in a competitive environment. That is why you don't get stressed. Because as Anand said, the management is so important because it is an everyday challenge for them. Their relationship, their work, their deadlines, their targets. So they say, what is the one answer? We cannot eliminate stress. And there is one more point, sir. They say they like to work under pressure, they say. They say the output is more when they work under stress, when that is not true. No, then I have to say
it cannot be true.
Yeah. Because even in Bhagavad Gita, however much you are qualified or talented, even Arjuna broke down. It's a breakdown, as you said, physically, mentally, emotionally, and intellectually. But one thing I would like to ask you is, sir, yes, stress is a negative. It is when mind becomes your boss. Yes. But is it not also a indication or a symptom that you are going in a wrong path, and to introspect? And is it not a symptom for us to somewhere we are going wrong? Because I do get spiritual stress. I want to tell you this.
What type of spiritual stress do you get? I'm getting catching it by the.
I get terrible spiritual stress, sir.
Okay.
I don't know so what is that.
I gave you 3 steps. I gave Anand. What are the 3 steps?
Yeah. What is the cause of it? Yeah. And
what is stress? No, what is stress?
No, that I understood. It is not sad thoughts, toxic thoughts, repetitive thoughts, exhausted. It doesn't come under that.
What is that? Then what is it? Tell me, what is your stress?
It could be the flavor, but some thought, for example, now I'm traveling with my family. There are many things after coming to this call. There are many things I don't align well with, but I have to smile and, move along. It causes disturbances within me. But so I was thinking.
Are not these thoughts exhausting?
It is not exhausting. I'm happy. It is not exhausting. But I think, am I taking because when I compare with the Pune retreat, I always think I should guard that flame which you have given us. But मुझे लग रहा है कि am I taking this flame to a windy place? So मुझे that protection of that flame, मुझे एक stress जैसा आ जाता है.
This stress that you're having is caused by the mind. Go into state of consciousness. Right now, after this call, you go and then you will send me a message, AiR, I'm perfectly okay.
No, I
Immediately.
come back. I
Ah.
come back, sir. I get your lessons. I think about your lessons. But I was thinking 1 year back, I would have just enjoyed. I would have just enjoyed. I
Who's
would have
stopping you from
freaked out.
who's stopping you from enjoying now? Where
I'm
have
not
we taught you?
enjoying this.
Where have I taught you not to enjoy life?
You have not taught us, but हमारा disinterest हो गया ना.
Na,
We are
galat.
not. मुझे
Na,
जने
why
सही है.
wait. Why you are disinterested? Go and have fun.
Interesting
Have
नहीं
fun.
आता. See, sir, how can I tell you, sir? I tell my husband also, the Pune retreat, in spite of the hectic travel I made, मुझे इतना भी weakness या tiredness नहीं आया. Now I am in the best of the 5-star facilities, but I get tired.
Mind is making you tired. Be flip, just
Disinterest.
try. Flip to consciousness. Flip to consciousness and be at peace. Enjoy whatever is happening in your 5-star environment. Be like Janak. No, you have to understand one thing. The goal now for you is not to create conflict. The goal for you is to integrate wherever you are in life, when you are with your husband, when you are integrate your life, but don't lose your spirituality.
So it is
Don't-
like 3 to 4 hours of partying and drinking and Bollywood. How can I be? So that is the stress which relationships causes, no?
But what can you do? You can't dump relationships so easily. If you want to maintain the relationship and be spiritual, why do I tell people who are not married when they come and tell me, many people, they say, why you are so cynical about marriage? I say, I'm not cynical about marriage. It's like carrying a load on your head and being spiritual.
No, sir, the difference I would also like to say, see, my mobile is not working, so I'm using his mobile. 8 o'clock, everybody helps me to be on the call. But then for that, I have to pay 3 hours in their music program.
It's okay. Be in that music program and say, Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. And then the song is playing, when that song is playing, the Bollywood song. What's the song? Which is, I don't even know which is the Bollywood song. But what we have made is Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. What's the problem? Try. I'm telling you, try. You be dancing. But when you're dancing, you say, Shivoham, Shivoham.
I dance because I want to be in the group. But
Yeah.
मेरे अंदर एक stress तो होता है.
Nah, but dance in consciousness. I'm telling you, celebrate in consciousness. Tell Prabhu, what a music you made. Shivoham, Shivoham. So much tamasha is here. Shivoham, Shivoham. You keep enjoying the show. Watch it as a Leela. Watch the Leela. Watch the Maya. Don't get defeated by it. Your second option is very clear. To walk out of a life which is not appropriate at this point of time. Otherwise, what I would have told you, Krishna, it's time. Come on, Krishna, get up, walk out, go and be. Have I ever told you this advice? Have I ever given this advice to you?
No.
Enjoy the Leela. Enjoy the Maya. I am in it. I am in a world that can suck me into bhoga. But when I speak to Osho's brother, and then when they speak about how much we should have a luxury,
Yeah.
I say no.
Sir, I also watched Anirudh Maharaj ka. मुझे तो बहुत अच्छा लगा. Though he said about different worlds, we don't know about that. But बहुत interesting conversation था.
Yeah, every podcast is good. So I hope you're not drinking. Are you drinking?
No, I don't drink, but they tried to force me and they were laughing at me for not drinking.
You drink apple juice. Are you smoking?
I know, I don't.
So then you're in good shape. Okay. So don't even if they're in the 8 o'clock, if they are calling you for the party, keep your Zoom on. Don't keep.
No,
Don't
they're
close
very
it.
considerate. They're very considerate about that.
Then you go. Don't see. Remember one thing. लीला है, लेकिन लीला तो है ना, प्रभु का लीला है ना. किसने बनाया लीला? ये माया है. माया प्रभु का माया है, प्रभु की माया है. Accept it. Don't try to deny it. Don't try to kill it. No. Prabhu has accepted this Leela. Prabhu has accepted this Maya. Some people come and ask me, why Prabhu created man and woman to have children if there's so much suffering with this family business? I said, that is Prabhu's style of creating this Leela. Be in consciousness. Be completely in consciousness. With some people, I tell people, they go into some world and they forget their consciousness. I tell those people, don't lose your consciousness. Where you, I'm saying, don't be Krishna. Be Krishna. Always be Krishna. Whenever they try to make you Krishna, say, I'm Krishna. That's it. You will come back to consciousness. Your name is automatic. Good. Lavin. We have Lavin and Santoshi.
Yeah, Shivoham AiR.
Yes, Lavin.
Yeah, according to me, stress is very real, like you said, because I've gone through so much and I felt it. But when you become put yourself in your consciousness state, you can come out of it fast. And overthinking, of course, like stress, when you're overthinking of the future, like for me, will be like, oh, if my cancer comes back, or if, and in a lot of those things, I become anxious, but I do come out of it fast when I hear spirituality and, when I hear all these podcasts and things like that. So that helps a lot.
When you're in a state of consciousness that you are SIP,
Yeah.
you are the soul, nothing, no stress can affect you.
So that's taking time, but obviously your mind scatters, it goes, when it comes on you. And I think that exercise helps, or walking and all, which I can't do now. And having expectations from others, like when you expecting others to, behave your way or do things your way, gives you, that thing.
Stress. There's stress
Yes.
again, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
mindfulness helps, and also like mindful being in the now. Don't think of the future. I know people who are going through it also in my own family, but that is quite theirs is quite serious, like mental illness, I feel, and they're not treating it. So
I can only give you my example of my mother. She's 85 years old.
Yeah.
And she has all kind of complications. Currently, she's unable to really be mobile, but she has no stress. She lives in consciousness. What is her consciousness? Her consciousness is just this. She says, you are there. Huh? She tells me, you are there.
Yeah.
I have nothing to worry. So how she has that feeling, if she has a problem, she knows she has a solution. So we should have that feeling that SIP is there.
And he'll take care of everything.
Yeah.
So no stress, yes.
So
but like you said, it is real. That was hitting me. It is real.
Of course,
when you go through so many
real.
situations. Yeah.
Stress is real, but the cause of stress is unreal.
Yeah. The cause of stress is unreal.
The cause of stress is the mind.
Yeah,
The
and you
mind
take it
doesn't know.
out in different ways. Like I've been through, many years back, like divorce, I told you. I was in depression. I was overeating. I had become like 9,500 kilos, and the diagnosis had depression because of marital problems. Then I came out of it. I left that part of my life, I chose divorce then, I had spoken to Dada. He said, you don't take the step. You don't ask for divorce. But my husband wanted it. So it was like, a very stressful. And I've come here where I'm totally free now. I can, I feel free now to choose, my life.
If you are a little bit more in consciousness, you will become so blissful on this call. You will become so blissful. You're already peaceful.
Yeah.
But I feel that if a little bit more of consciousness of what we are teaching, if you can catch a little bit more of it. See, Lavin, let me tell you one thing. What is the whole concept of self-realization? When you realize, I'm not Lavin. Lavin is my name. I am not this cancer body. I'm not this body which has gone through cancer. This body, whether it gets cancer or heart, it hardly matters. I am an immortal soul. When this plays in the background of your consciousness, when this rules your consciousness, how can you have stress? Can't have stress. And this is the reality. The reality is that you are a soul, and the reality is you are SIP. But the falseness is that we are caught in the mind and ego. We are caught in the wrong identity. That's why I tell people change your name. I'm very much for people changing name, because changing of name, I changed my name. Changing your name changes your life. But some people want to stick on to their name. I don't know what they find. I gave up my name.
Officially changing your name, like, but
No need.
before, no need,
No.
just,
For example, you're Laveen.
yeah. I was
But you say,
Kavita before marriage. I became
okay.
Naveen after marriage, 35 years. So it's
So
like,
you say I'm not Laveen. I'm the soul in Laveen. I'm the Atma in Laveen. So whatever, you have to find a name. You know,
yeah,
we had a person. I forget her name now. Siva. What is Vanita. So Vanita is in the call, and now she's called Siva. So she
okay.
came to me, I think, in a Bangalore retreat, and she said, I want to be called soul in Vanita. Siv. She came and told me Siv, I think, Siv. Then I told no, Siva, soul
Yeah.
in Vanita. And her name changed to Siva.
Okay.
Now she keeps on saying, I am Siva, I am Siva, I am Siva.
Okay.
Means all the time she says, I am Siva. She knows she's not Vanita, she's a soul in Vanita.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Very important. See, work on this. This will transform your life.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Santoshi. Later, our second round, Lalita Gupta. Lalita and Gaurav. Yes, Lalita Gupta. Namaskar. Unmute, please.
I'm clicking.
Yes, yes, please.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I've got, even though I was listening for the last two occasions, today only I wanted to ask you the question. When it comes to, like, I feel about stress, each one's threshold level of tolerance is different.
Correct.
So it could be even physical. Like, for example, if I have to go and attend a show or anything and the sound is too loud, it becomes intolerable. But still, we have to sit because we are sitting with others. So that time, that kind of a stress, is it mental at the or am I resisting? And how to handle that kind of a stress?
It's again mental. See, let me explain to you. If there was a particular auditorium where none of us could sit because our eardrums were bursting, then everybody would object and the organizers would reduce the sound. But if you are sitting in a place where you feel the sound is too much and it's exhausting you, it's troubling you, this is your mind. Your mind is their feelings. You are getting a feeling that the sound is troubling me. The sound is too loud. Now, how do you decide it is loud or not loud? It is too loud or less loud? Who decides? Suppose I'm asking you, if the same sound is your favorite song or your favorite lecture you're listening or the favorite chant, then you will not get exhausted by it. So, no doubt what you're saying is a practical thing that the ears, for example, let me tell you, if I'm eating a hari mirch. I'm eating a hari mirch. You know what hari mirch, no?
Yes.
Hari mirch is green chili. I'm eating a hari mirch. My tolerance for hari mirch is I can't eat one piece of hari mirch. But I know somebody who will take one hari mirch and eat the whole hari mirch. And after 2 minutes, they will be eating the second hari mirch. And after 3 minutes, now I feel stressed looking at them eating hari mirch. Forget about me eating hari mirch. I am getting stressed looking at them eating hari mirch. Then what do? I'm just giving you an example. You said tolerance level, correct? So it's very important for us to be in consciousness. Lalita, this is called being in a state of consciousness. When you're in a state of consciousness, then you will not get affected. You must remain in consciousness. Okay, even if you eat a little hari mirch, my tongue gets a little chilly, but I'm relaxed. I don't get agitated. I don't get stressed by it. So there are 2-3 things. If you're in a place where there's too much music, walk out. Or put earplugs, put earbuds, put cotton. There are so many options that we have. If I were in your place, I would go out. Nobody can stop me from going out. I go to the toilet. I'm not enjoying, so I go out. Anything else you'd like to say, or can we move on?
If you will permit, I have one question about the previous topic of rebirth.
Yes, please.
You were talking about, yeah, whether it's a reality or not. Yes, I wanted to know Like you said, when we die, body goes off, body is
Yes.
burnt, and
Yes.
the soul merges with Paramatma. No,
Correct.
you said it is the impression or mind, subtle mind, which remains, which takes birth. Now,
Correct.
there is no persona of mind which is going to remain in balance. So how can you say I am reborn? It is like a chip in a telephone, like it's thrown out of one instrument, then it goes into another instrument. So it has no identity with me to say I have been reborn. So I was
Then
not
who is,
very clear on that.
no, then who is reborn? If you are not reborn, then who is reborn?
So there is no identity of mine, no, in that.
No, now today, as you're talking to me, is your body talking to me? Is your mind talking to me? Or is your soul talking to me?
Well, I am talking to you. I don't know how to
I,
distinguish that.
no, you said I am talking to you. Who's the I who's talking to me?
I'm yet to find out.
It is a combination, like a computer is only hardware, or
Yes.
computer hardware and software.
Yes, both.
No, not both.
It is a
Hardware and software cannot work. You need power supply also.
yeah, yes.
So the
You need
human
all.
computer is the body, the hardware, the
Yeah.
mind, the software, and the power, the
Okay.
soul.
Okay.
When the computer breaks down, the human computer breaks down, the soul departs, the body dies. The
Yes.
mind and ego, which is a subtle part of our existence, which actually does not exist, but because of ignorance, it exists. It creates karma. This mind and ego, which is me, this me is reborn.
Okay.
And I think you're new to this call. How did you come to this call, Lalita?
Through Chitra Sairam, who was part of this.
Okay, so
So
I'm just saying,
she
if you attend this call few more days, you will get very clear about the concepts. I can
okay.
assure you, in 15 days, you will give the answer to somebody. I don't have to give the answer. You will become master in 15 days on this subject.
Okay.
So please do join the call every day, 8 o'clock. Thank you. We don't have
Sure.
much time. Thank you. Ravina, the Gaurav and Lavina. Gaurav, Ravina, Jasmine, and Rajendra. Quickly, please. 4 questions. And we'll end with Bala's comment, but there's no time.
So, sir, let's say I committed something to my manager, and because of my inefficiency, I could not deliver it. There is a deadline tomorrow. So, how to deal with this stress? Because there will be definitely stress
No
on.
stress. Go tell your manager I could not deliver.
So it will be treated me as an inefficient
Yeah,
person.
tell him that I explained to him it's not inefficient. At time I did my best. Why do you worry about it? Everybody in this world does not deliver deadlines. You think everybody in this world deliver deadlines?
What if I really did procrastinated it and I'm really inefficient?
Then be fair, be frank to accept it.
Okay.
There was a boy. There was a boy. What was the story? He used to always. His father would never finish his work at home. He would always be working. He'd always be working. Always be working. Then the child would go and tell the mother, "Why my father has no time for me?" He says, because your father has too much work. Why my father has too much work? He says, because he cannot finish all his work. So why can't his boss give him less work to do? So young child asking. So I'm saying, Gaurav, this is the problem. We are all running a race. We are trying to be an ace. We are caught in this chase. Get out of the maze. Don't live in a lie. Don't keep on living. One day we will die. And when we die, nobody will ask how many deadlines. How many deadlines Ratan Tata missed? Anybody is asking? How many deadlines Ratan Tata did not complete? Let's go beyond this. All right. Thank you, Ravina.
Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Okay, so two things that I wanted to speak. Usme se to do you've already answered and said the same thing. So what I was saying, like sometimes the main cause of stress is no faith. I think that's the number one cause. Like example, like I had a friend. If we used to be in the car, so gaadi mein hote the, she wouldn't enjoy talking, but she would always be instructing the driver, "Ke nahi, nahi, left le lo," and in fact disturb him. Similarly, like in the kitchen, some ladies, they know they have a cook, they have a servant, but they disturb the cook that, "nahi, nahi, nahi, aise karo, waise karo." Same way, some people, when they're out, they say, "Arey, my children have not eaten, this one has not eaten." Because they are running this race, which they feel they have to be responsible for horrible, stupid little things and create stress for
But
mundane things.
that's the reality of life, right?
No, but you need to have faith that everyone will do their jobs and you focus more on better priorities in life. And if there's a real stress in life, it's like you said, like your mom, she has faith. You have to have faith in each one who has SIP. Higher than that, have faith in SIP. So, step one, I think, is not having faith, feeling that you're like responsible for every mess. Like my mother, she got cancer also, is because she loved thinking that it's a duty to be stressed.
Stress, of course, they say can create cancer because stress is a toxic emotions that chemicals are released. So we should not get stressed. But you're right.
Yeah, you have
And
to let everyone live the way they have to live. Give
having faith,
space, make mistakes.
having faith is going into conscious, a little bit into consciousness.
Yeah,
So it is going. Faith is not the part of quality of the mind.
yeah,
When you are having faith, then you are out of the mind state. You're not in the mind state.
exactly. Yeah.
We must eliminate the mind. I have only one answer to tell all of you. I'll conclude now. We have to
Yeah.
close. Thank you, Ravina. Jasmine, last question and comment from Santoshi. Quick, Jasmine, last question.
And happy Monday, you all. I
Happy to
think
see you
that
happy.
I think that stress is how you react in difficult situations, and I think that you should be proactive and not reactive. You take control of the situation and don't let your mind control you. Now I have a question. Yesterday you talked about the 8 plus 8 plus 8. Can you re-explain that quickly, please?
8 plus 8 plus 8, we have 24 hours. We should not give more than 8 hours to making an earning. For our earning, we should not spend more than 8 hours. And for our sustainability, we should not spend more than 8 hours.
Okay.
That makes it 16 hours. The balance 8 hours is life.
Okay.
We must learn
Thank you.
we must put those 8 hours for our life. If anybody uses life as 8 plus 8 plus 8, they will get to enlightenment. Enlightenment is the formula of 8 plus 8 plus 8. Thank you. Let us close. We have last comment from Santoshi. Santoshi, only comment. We have to close.
Guruji, you, as we say, see sip in all, love sip in all, then where is the question of negativity, Guruji? ऐसे होता है ना कभी कभी.
नहीं ना. If you see sipinol, there's no negativity.
Initially you said na कि I can see the negativity. You said something, Guruji, like that. So even I also have that problem कि किसी को नेगेटिविटी में देख के गुरुजी I get what we say.
I also have a problem now. Time is over. So कल discussion ज़्यादा मत
What is this, Guruji? Tell now.
9 बजे को मैंने प्रॉमिस किया है कि अदरवाइज 9 बजे के बाद लोगों को स्ट्रेस हो जाता है. 9 बजे के बाद कोई बोलता है, कृष्णा का लोग बोलते हैं 9 बजे हो गया वापस पार्टी में आ जाओ. कोई बोलता है 9 बज गया खाना खिलाओ. कोई बोलता है 9 बजे बच्चे बुला रहे हैं. कोई बोलते हैं 9 बजे डिंग 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 डोंग डिंग डोंग डिंग डोंग डिंग डोंग डिंग डोंग डिंग डोंग. So my dear friends, stress. What is stress? Stress is toxic thoughts. Stress is unhappiness. Stress is worry, fear, anxiety. All this stress is all this. STRESS. Sad, toxic, repetitive, exhausting, sadistic, suffocating thoughts. Stress is caused by the mind. If you want to eliminate stress, eliminate the mind. A mind which you cannot find. Leave it behind. If you leave the mind behind, stress will no more create a mess. And what will be left is only happiness. There will be no more stress. There will be no more mess. There will be only happiness if you are able to still the mind and kill the mind, a mind which nobody can fight. With folded hands, I bow down to you and see you tomorrow at 8.